now. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome back. One more again to Crypto Before Dark. I'm Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, Keith the Simp. I hate Keith. I like Keith. Whatever, it's Keith. I don't care. It's all good to me. I guess I'm on my shirt right there. Gone now. Good to see you, everybody. Welcome back on a Wednesday. Wednesdays are always a little weird for me. It's middle of the week and it's middle of the afternoon. So it always throws me off a little bit because charts are a little wonky at this time of day. Yesterday at this time, we had some very interesting movement, which we went over last night. But tonight, we're going to talk about a little something different. I want to give everybody some time to get in here because I know it's an odd time during the day here. And I just put out the tweet for everybody to come look. And I had three things happening today, right? Had the video from yesterday, have the Mizar video for making your own bot coming out at 4 o'clock. And then I have this going on now. Plus, after this, there's a voice stream over in the Discord. So, a lot going on. What's up? A&J, good to see you. Captain Snyder, what's up? Thomas Gayu, what's up, Thomas Gayu? Good to see you. Rick Gisler, what's up? Captain Snyder, I'm no legend. I'm just a simp, brother, but thank you for coming. So we'll give everybody just a little bit to come in. If you haven't done so. And likes are $3. So there's 12 people on. Whopping 12 people, right? That's all good. 9 likes, though. So everyone go hit like if you would. More likes we get, the better. That means YouTube will give us some more people and bring us some more folks on in. I'm going to talk about exit liquidity tonight or today. What's up, Syfe? Ron Syfe. What's the word? What's the word, nerds, bro? It's all down at the moment. What's up, Nifty Phoebe? What's up, ma'am? Good to see you. So, going to go over exit liquidity, and I want everyone to kind of understand a little bit about what exit liquidity is. There's a couple different ways to think about this, but I think the easiest way to describe what exit liquidity is gaining money in your hand in order to have it later for something else. All right? That's liquidity. Getting money in your hand to have it to use somewhere else later. Now that may be months down the road or years down the road or tomorrow. That's liquidity in general. And a great example of liquidity is when we talk about dollar cost averaging. Whenever we say dollar cost averaging, we say we're putting money into the market and putting money into the market. This is zero liquidity. This is when you're constantly putting money in and you're getting nothing out. You have no liquidity in this particular fashion of investing. You constantly put in, you get nothing out. That's zero liquidity. Now, the inverse of that is what I am. I am liquidity. At any given moment, I can click my mouse and I'm fully liquid with profits. I'm not going to try to be in something that's not in profits and just sit there and watch my money wilt away. I'm pretty hard about not doing that, as a matter of fact. So that's being fully liquid, having the ability to snap your fingers and get your money when you want it. It's very important. And a great example of that is David Tepper, who bought the Carolina Panthers. You guys see me wear Carolina Panthers stuff. Here's my Carolina Panthers hat, right? You see me wearing these hats, the clothes or whatever. He was just a billionaire. I say just a billionaire. He was just a billionaire with a hedge fund. All right, then when the Panthers came up for sale, he said, I want to go buy them. Well, the asking price was steep, right? $2 billion. Furthermore, it's going to take another $200,000 to buy out the remaining people that were left over. So it's going to be $2.2 billion. He didn't have $2.2 billion sitting around. It's all tied up in assets. The NFL mandated that he pay that money half up front. So what did he do? He liquidated assets, which is what I do. I liquidated my assets and turned them into fluid cash, which is what I do. And he purchased the Panthers cash money, $2.2 billion up front, bought everybody out. Everyone said, oh my God, that must be nice. Well, it's the same thing we're doing on a much lower scale. We are the liquidity. We want to take our profits and get our money in our hand so we have somewhere else to use it later. Who is exit liquidity? What is exit liquidity? So I want to give you a scenario here, and I'm going to use a really ugly chart that we don't talk about much anymore because There's nothing really good to say anymore, but that's strong or stronger. And I'm going to break out this chart from back in the day here. All right. So we're going to talk about exit liquidity. All right. Exit liquidity is trend dependent. It's trend dependent. What does that mean? Essentially, that means whenever we have an uptrend, there's not as much exit liquidity being provided. Okay? All the money that's going in is increasing in value. And as this value increases, no one wants to take their money out. Everyone wants to put more money in to make more money, right? That's the whole idea. You put money in, you make money. You make money. That's the idea. You made money. Yeah, it still works. You made money. On an uptrend, there's very low exit liquidity. Not very many people are selling, and lots of people are buying and buying and buying and buying. Low exit liquidity. However, when that ends and we develop a downtrend, this is the problem. Everything bought in a downtrend is exit liquidity. Everyone who bought on the way up is now looking for a place to sell or become liquid. They need someone to sell to. Okay? It's easier when everyone's looking at an exchange and they say, oh, well, I'll just sell to the exchange. That's not hurting anybody. Someone posted that order for sale on the exchange. So they're looking to buy and you're looking to sell. You are providing them their entry and you have made them exit liquidity. They purchased said asset that is falling in value, strong, and for that, they get to hold on to it and it may go up. But as we know, if it's in a downtrend, it's not gonna go up. This broke an uptrend, and when it broke the uptrend, it never took it back. In fact, it only went down from here and has only gone down from here. Now, could this go up again one day? Sure. Will it? Not likely, but it could. That being said, exit liquidity was provided all the way down in the year 2022 so far. Every time someone purchased, you were becoming the exit liquidity. You were providing money to a person to purchase something from them that they knew was going to go down in value. This is on a large scale that we see right now. Okay? You very clearly had an uptrend. That uptrend failed, tagged the bottom of the trend line. I mean, you could pull this however you want to pull it, but that's fairly obvious what happened right there. The back testing of the trend. And then from there, it's done nothing but fall. In fact, it created a new trend in the process and has yet as such broken it. Everything under that trend line that's being bought is exit liquidity. Do you want to be that? No, you do not want to be the exit liquidity. You want to be the person selling to the person who's trying to buy an asset that you know is going to go down. It's crucial that you find the trend. This is why technical analysis is so important and why dollar cost averaging constantly isn't as solid a strategy as everyone makes it out to be. When we have downtrends like this, you're providing those people who want to take profits with the ability to do so. If you don't want those people who we call the greedy people, if you don't want those people to make so much money, then stop providing them the exit liquidity to do so. Every single time you do that, they're going to look to do it again and again and again. And so long as the other person on the other side is foolish enough to keep buying it, they will continue to sell it. If you want that to stop, then you must stop buying a downtrend. One more time for the people in the back. Stop buying a downtrend. When you buy a downtrend, you provide exit liquidity. Don't do that anymore. Wait until it's in an uptrend and you don't have to worry. Okay? Very simple. When we have an uptrend, there is less exit liquidity and there's more people trying to buy so that their assets go up in value. Less exit liquidity, great. More exit liquidity, bad. Don't be that huckleberry. Don't be that guy. I don't want to see that happen anymore. And that's not me being a jerk to you. That's me saying, don't be my exit liquidity. Join me and let's take profits together when it's time. Okay. Now that was strong. Let's look at a current chart that moved recently, and you're going to see more exit liquidity. All right. Let's go to Bitcoin CME chart. What do I see here? But some downtrends. Take these fibs off so it's nice and clean to look at here. Very clearly, downtrend here. Very clearly, some kind of downtrend here. All right. Every single buy under these lines is exit liquidity. People who would like to take profits are being provided the ability to do so. Yes, it feels good to get this little bit of a gain right here, does it? But when you zoom out and you see the much larger scale of you losing money every single time, you must understand that you cannot be the guy who's providing the person with their profit taking. That sucks. Don't do that anymore. Stop. Find the trend. If the trend is up, good. If the trend is down, bad. Now I can probably draw this trend line a different way and find that it's maybe still above the trend line. Not the point. The point is, this is clearly a head and shoulders pattern and clearly failing on a high time frame and clearly under this very, very large trend line here. Now, can we find better entries? Yes, we can. And we can try to buy near the bottom of something like this. But when this starts to fail, we must get out. And that's exactly what that said asset did. Excuse me. You were able to buy here and ride this up a little bit. But as soon as this asset flipped back over into a sale, it was time to get out again. It's very simple. You are now looking for exit liquidity. You're looking for someone to buy the trash that you want to get rid of. And that's been happening since the middle of August. That is not going to stop. That is not going to stop for at least the rest of the month, in my opinion. I don't think Bitcoin is done falling. In fact, I think it's just back testing some resistance right now, and there's another bigger fall ahead. This is testing the bottom of Sniper's Alley now. Testing the bottom of Sniper's Alley. Es no bueno, folks. That means that's no good in the Spanish. Let me open up a drink here because I'm thirsty. Essentially, this means that we're back testing the bottom of resistance, which is a bearish retest. Right now, people are, hey, it's coming up because we're throwing a hammer candle. Well, it's done this in the past, okay? And then failed more. Let's be cognizant of what we're doing. This short-term trend will end, but a much larger, broader downtrend is ahead. It looks like it's going to try to build under Sniper's Alley here. When it fails, I still like the levels of 17,000, 16,500, and 15,500. Does that hurt your feelings? Well, it probably will. That's just the facts. And most likely, everything will go down with it. You know, I was hearing all this debate today and the other day and yesterday and the day before that about how ETH was flipping. It was the flippening. We're flipping back and we're going ETH is the dominant. Wrong. Wrong. All you saw was a short-term trend. Now, I will say that Ethereum has been trending over Bitcoin for 2 years now. And you can look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart to see that. ETH versus BTC. Which one has performed better? If these were the same, it would be a flat chart. If Bitcoin and Ethereum were the same performance, it would be a flat chart. Look at what we have. It very much is not a flat chart. Let's start on the monthly chart here. You can see that since 2020, Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin pretty darn well. It's done nothing but gain ground on Bitcoin the entire time. And if you look at Ethereum dominance, you can see something similar. You can see that Ethereum dominance runs up and Bitcoin's dominance runs down. Let's have a look at that as well. Here's Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance has done nothing but fall and is in fact failing down now to the second lowest level in the history of Bitcoin. This is the grip that Bitcoin has over the market. It's the second lowest it's ever been. It's never been this low but one time before, and that was before the last bull run started. Several months before the last bull run started, as a matter of fact. 18 is when I started and when I got into crypto. And it was a year and a half before anything went up. Okay, it only went down. As dominance went up, you would think that meant, no, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. As a matter of fact, it didn't do anything good at all. It sucked. Now you're seeing something similar where Bitcoin has fallen down below 40% dominance. Where did this go? Well, let's look at Ethereum dominance and you'll see that it's the opposite story. In fact, Ethereum dominance has come up. I did draw this and this did play out here, which is pretty awesome. I expect Ethereum dominance to come down some. I don't think it's going to continue to run up this hard forever. I think it's making a bit of a triple top right now, and you're going to have some run back to support. But clearly, Ethereum has been gaining market share and gaining dominance over Bitcoin that has been purging supply. Purging dominance and purging money out. Even though Bitcoin went way up, predominantly Ethereum far outperformed it. It would have been better to have been in Ethereum than it would have been to be in Bitcoin. That's just the mathematics of it. That being said, are any of the other super coins looking better? All right, let's look at XRP. No. Big, huge wedge, nothing quick. Now, can it break out of this? Yes. It looks to me sometime late next year. Or mid next year, perhaps we get some movement here and Ethereum, XRP dominance starts to move back up, or more money starts to come back into the system for them. As you see, it really didn't do much here on the last bull run. Okay, really didn't do much. BNB, look at BNB's dominance. Clearly, a ton of money has gone to this, right? BNB has gained dominance and gained dominance. Now, from the previous bull run, it was only 0.5% of the market. Well, it owns 4.7% now, which is pretty damn awesome. Think about it. That's a big jump in dominance for Binance Coin. XLM, I don't have one for XLM. Yeah, the XLM right there. XLM is only 1/4 of a share of the market. You can see I kind of drew some stuff out here that I thought may happen and it didn't play out. But it did form a nice big bull flag here. It's just stuck, and it's probably going to be stuck until otherwise noted. Similar situation where it's going to be mid next year before we see anything spectacular start to happen, mid to late next year. And then we got a halving coming up in 2024. In my opinion, that'll be the time when we really start seeing stuff move around. Until then, it's probably going to be down or sideways at best. That's just the reality of the facts. Let's stop and say hello to the rest of the people who came in real quick. Stop buying the damn downtrend, Captain Snyder said. I've been trying to tell people, bro. They won't listen. What's up, Andreas? What's up, Boss Nova? First time here. What's up, NV? Good to see you. Greetings from Bulgaria. Boss Nova says, what's up from Bulgaria? That's awesome. DZ, what's up? Hey, Mel Wee. What's up, Mel Wee? What's up, Rage Clan? That's Chris. Mohammed Akashi. Good to see you, brother. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Nifty B said, let's go. I need Keith yelling this stuff at me in godly voice for it to really get into my brain. Ha! Well, I done it one time. Thank you, Knox. Love the stream. Love you, brother. Thank you. I love hearing the Discord and all you do. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's free, people. That's right. It is free to hit like. What is up, JP? He said, greetings and salutations. Darren O'Rourke says, hey, Keith. Oh, what's up, Darren O'Rourke? Oh, put the O on the end of your shit, too. So, what I'm trying to tell you here is, while Bitcoin is losing dominance and Ethereum and Binance Coin are gaining dominance, most assets are not. Most assets are losing it. And as most assets are losing it, you should not be stuck in those assets. You should be fluid enough to understand that I've got to move and I've got to get out here. Because if I don't, I'm going to get stuck. And I don't want anyone to get stuck. I want you to have your money in your hand, ready to spend it when the time is right. Sitting in an asset, hoping and praying that you get some kind of free thing that you don't really know what the value of said free thing is going to be, it's usually a bad idea. You know, pre-bull run, all the airdrops were a big wash. In fact, everything that you staked dropped in value rather rapidly right after you had it staked and that snapshot was taken. Most every time a snapshot is taken, said asset drops in value because everyone knows oh, I'm going to go stake and I'm going to stake and I'm going to stake. No, that's not what happens. A ton of people sell because they don't care about that snapshot, because likely what you get won't be worth the risk. Learned that with XRP. So let's not be exit liquidity, folks. Please, please take heed to what I'm saying. Don't buy a downtrend. You're begging for it. And if you're going to buy a downtrend, because you're going to do it and not listen to me, please, for the love of God, take your profits. Please take your profits. If you don't, I will take your profits for you. Now let's get into a couple charts here. Ethereum, after yesterday, that really gnarly candle that it did really hurt, didn't it? Well, now you're seeing that it's throwing the exact same candle in the other direction, which is hilarious. You got two very giant wicks, which tells me this thing's going to drive sideways a bit more. Is it possible it goes down more? Yes. I still see this gap here at 1250-ish. Really, it's all the way down to 1230. But I like 1250 for my take profit level here. That's just the best thing I can do here is watch that and wait for it to happen. We see multiple other assets catch the 50 moving average, ride it for a bit, and then fail it. I kind of expect that to happen here on Ethereum. All these lower highs and lower lows and no volatility in the good side for us. You did have a couple big wicks, but the big gravestone doji right there spells disaster if you ask me. Low time frames are eventually going to run out of steam here. And when they run out of steam, everything's going to come back down. It's only a matter of time. That's what I see for Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin's a little bit worse. You are throwing this hammer candle. Like I said, I do expect it to test the backside of this Sniper's Alley at 19,215. I expect that gets tested, maybe multiple tests, maybe even a little run up here. But I still expect it to fail and drop down to 17,000-ish. All right, that's after hitting 18,000. 18,000 flat will be first. Then 17,000, 16,320. Ultimately, 15,005. I know that sucks to hear, but that's where some more support is. And if that can't hold, then you're going to get a run down toward 10,000. And I really don't want that to happen, but the numbers line up. I'm saying that. The chart lines up. The numbers line up. It's very possible. Multiple people asked me about Flux. So let's have a look. All right. Flux kind of smacked this trend line. It's over all the moving averages, but the 50 is encroaching on the 200. You're getting a pullback. You had bearish engulfing yesterday, but you're almost up to bullish engulfing now. Still kind of stuck under the trend line. Let's give it for the rest of the day, maybe even the rest of the week to play out here. But I will gladly tell you, Flux outperformed the market. Far outperformed the market. There is resistance here. This is the key level for Flux. It needs to break this level and hold the top of this line at roughly $1.30. Okay, if it can break and hold $1.30 and keep it up here, you very well may get more uptrend, which would be awesome. For this to be an inverse head and shoulders, which it could form out and make an inverse head and shoulders, right? This would be your shoulder and your head and your shoulder. Hold on, I'm lagging out. Jesus. There's no reason for lag to be happening right now. I checked my computer beforehand, running fine. Internet, the best I can buy. Whatever. Anyway, for this to form out, you really need this thing to break here and bounce on the top and stay above like this side did. You needed to kind of mirror it. Under here is not good enough. I need it on the top, not the bottom. Okay? Not a nick, not a power bottom. We don't want to be a power bottom. You want to be a power top. So yeah, there's my Flux breakdown. It ran really hot for a while. I kind of expect this one to pull back, just like Atom and EOS. EOS has been very fickle lately. Well outperformed the market, yeah. Tricky thing here is this formation is a lower high. It's stuck under the 200. It's going to get pinned down here. And when it gets pinned down, these moving averages are going to have to break. Also, there's a major pivot line right here at 236. You're under it now. I kind of expect this to hit this and fade back down somewhere down in here in the $1.35 range and eventually down to the $1 range again. It's going to take some time for that to happen because it's got to cross back over all these moving averages that you see here. One of these moving averages at a time will have to break, and that may take a bit to happen. All right. That's my EOS take. I'm still short on this. Absolutely. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. I don't buy this. I don't buy this at all. All this volatility looks wishy-washy to me at best. At best. All right, let's go to Atom, which has outperformed the market. Atom's in a little bit worse spot here. I got this drawn out here, what I think is going to happen, and I did this on like a 4 hour. So I'll go down here just so you can see it. That's 6 hour, not 4 hour. There you go. So this thing's going to kind of float around here and ping pong back and forth in between these moving averages. That's kind of what I was trying to illustrate there. All form lower highs, and if it does that, it's going to break and run down here to a potential trend line off the bottom of these. I like this to fail eventually. It's making lower highs now. You do have bearish divergence on the higher time frames with strength. If we look at our RSI, you'll see that. Relative strength index. Let's take this KDJ off. I was using that earlier just for some scalp plays. You'll notice that your strength is starting to wane off. Okay, and the price is still moving up and sideways. That is bearish divergence. That is when your strength is falling, but the price is still up or sideways. Okay, that's a sign that the market will eventually turn around on you and go down. It's only a matter of time. All right. While it's performing, I don't think there's anything. Oh, sorry, puppy. I don't think there's anything wrong with riding it, but be careful. It's forming lower highs. It's forming a formation that I don't want to see. I believe this will break down. Has it hit its bottom? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see that. It also would be forming a massive head and shoulders if this happened. And I'll break that out for you here on the weekly chart. So you can kind of see it a little better. Take that away. There you go. That would be forming a really gnarly, massive head and shoulders, if that's the case. Very well could be. It's almost a symmetrical channel as well. Not quite, though. As you see, it's not exactly a perfectly symmetric channel. Kind of wonky. Either way, this would come down here and test this 50 fib again at 56 cents, which is a long ass way down. $5. I'm sorry, $5.56, which is a long ass way down. I know that would suck to happen, but don't leave this out of the realm of possibility. Lessons for today, folks. Lessons for today. Don't be the guy who buys into an uptrend and provides me with exit liquidity. Don't give me a short little pump to take my profits. Don't do that. Don't be that guy and get mad when the chart then goes down on you. We have a Discord full of information. Right down below is the Discord link. Go down there and hit it. The general chat is free. It's free for the general chat. You can sign up if you like. $16 a month. You'll make your money back like that. That's the whole point of our Discord. Not to mention the education is only $16 a month, rather than whatever you would pay for some thousands and thousands of dollar course. All right. And we're all there. We're all humans and we're all talking. Don't make the simple mistakes. Don't be the guy who gives me money to get out. Okay. Let's be the guy who both get out. All right. Thank you all for coming. We'll be back tomorrow, late night, 11 p.m. I'll see y'all then. I'll leave y'all with this. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate the hell out of that. We'll see y'all in the next stream. Y'all be good. Peace.